is Sunday sit-down time. With us now virtually is Mizzou women's basketball coach Robin Pingeton. Lucky to have you on the show tonight, Coach. How's your Sunday going?
Well, it's good. Thank you for asking. It's been a busy one, but just finished up with practice, and it was a great day. I think we got better today, so looking forward to a good evening with my family.
Well, I know being a head coach right now has got to be challenging. We met with you earlier this week, and you said that the team started off official practices in quarantine. I guess how's the team doing now, and what do you think of your squad that you have this year heading into the season?
Well, it's been an interesting journey for all of us, I know, just unprecedented times. But I think you just gotta take it one day at a time because you never know what tomorrow brings. And one of our core values as the team is to live gratefully and just appreciate what you have today because tomorrow is not guaranteed. But we've managed the I think ups and downs of quarantine pretty well. And like I said the other day, I think there's been a lot of growth for our team over the last 6 months, which I'm really excited about, but also super excited to be back on the court with them. And we know we've got a lot of work to do. We've got quite a bit of talent. The team's going to look quite a bit different, and it's just a matter of putting all the pieces together. But we're excited about what's in front of us for sure.
What is in front of you guys in terms of the schedule? Do you have any idea when your team's going to play its first game?
Oh, no. As of now, it's looking like it's going to be the 27th. Looks like we'll have a handful of home games in there. I can't release anything quite yet, which I'm sure you understand that. But we're getting really, really close. Hopefully, maybe even sometime yet this week that we'll be able to get that out. That's been a challenge within itself, just with the NCAA changing up some guidelines in regards to when we can officially start and practices. And then managing through different conferences and what they were going to do if they were going to expand their conference season, the number of games they were going to play, and then just the testing protocol. So it's been a work in progress. It's usually we're pretty far into next year's scheduling already, and I think we're all still kind of working through and trying to finish up this year.
Well, I know last year did not go how you guys had planned it, but you have two star freshmen last year in Asia Blackwell and Haley Frank. I'm curious, how have they grown in the offseason, and what do you think Mizzou fans can expect from them in their sophomore year now?
Yeah, it was a really tough year. I mean, I've said this before, and it's hard when you go through it, but I'm really thankful for it. I feel like diamonds are formed in the fires, and when you meet adversity head on, you're going to grow. I think the book we read this summer was huge, Chop Wood, Carry Water. I think we try and do that once a year, read a book with the team. And during quarantine, obviously, that gave us a great opportunity. And then just the leadership Zooms that we had. But I think they've all grown. Asia and Haley, obviously, having a year under their belt is huge. They kind of got thrown to the fire a little bit last year. And I think they've grown. They understand what we need from them on the court, off the court, in that locker room. But really, it's been a collective approach. I think our kids that had to sit out last year, there's a lot of things that they took away from the season. Our returning kids that actually were on the court and in the locker room, and then our new kids coming in. It's a really good group. They care a lot about each other. The chemistry is already so much better than it was maybe a year ago because they've had more time together.
You hinted at it at your news conference earlier this week, but what are you going to do at the point guard position? And how are you going to use some of these newcomers that you have on your team, or not newcomers, they were on your team last year, but now they're actually going to get to play?
Yeah, as of now, and again, we've only got about a week of practice under our belt, but it's really looking like there'll be some shared time there between one of our freshmen. Her she's from Spain, Mama. She's about a 5'8" point guard that just has just an incredible feel, great leader. She's got a motor that doesn't stop. She's got the ability to really guard 90 feet from the basket and maybe create some extra possessions for us, which we really haven't had maybe at that position since I've been here. And so, and just a really good feel offensively. She can create shots, but also score the ball. She's a pass-first point guard, but plays with great pace and great understanding. And I think she'll share those minutes as of today with probably Shug Dixon. She's a young lady that had to sit out last year, but as talented as we've had. She's got a lot of gifts, can score, really sees the court well. We're still waiting to see what happens with a waiver for Lauren Hansen, a transfer from Auburn, and so she can play a little point guard for us as well. And so it'll definitely be a different look for us.
What about the front court? You got the freshman Jayla Kelly, obviously Michael Linthicum from Jefferson City, and then LaDeja Williams. How do you see yourself using all those bigs you have on your team?
LaDeja Williams she's got a chance to be a pro. She's really good. She's got a great feel, and you just don't find a lot of bigs that have that kind of feel for the game, but she really does. I think Michael Linthicum is a kid that I've seen great improvement from. Excited for her. She brings great size at 6'4", and she's a blue collar kid that's got a motor, hard-nosed mentality, and just a great teammate. Brings a lot of energy. Jayla Kelly, a kid from St. Louis. I think it's still, as a freshman, you're kind of getting your feet wet. You're starting to understand terminology. I think that the hardest transition as a freshman is the physicality of the game and the pace of it. And so still working herself through some of those things, but she's got a really bright future ahead of her as well.
I was talking with Sophie Cunningham a lot in the offseason, and she said that she's been sort of a mentor for some of the players on your team right now. Did you seek out Sophie for that, and how do you think she's helped your team?
Sophie's, I think, always been just a tremendous voice and leader for our program, and I sure do miss having her around. I'm so proud of her, so excited. It's so fun watching her on TV. And we got to catch a lot of games, and so that's been really fun. But I think that I didn't set any of that up. I think Sophie's still around our program when she can be, when time allows, and in the recruiting process of these kids, they absolutely know who Sophie is, and she's as passionate about Mizzou as anybody that's ever played here at the university. So she wants to see us continue to have success, and she's been through it. She understands, and understands what it takes to win at a high level. And so I think that just comes from being a great ambassador, being a great leader, and like I said, just really cares a lot about our program.
Well, Coach Pingeton, I really appreciate you coming on, giving us a little insight on the team. Hopefully November 27th, we'll get to cover you guys playing basketball this year. I wish you guys the best.
I really appreciate that, and just hope everyone's doing well out there. I know it's tough times, but just love Mizzou Nation and excited to see some of those faces out there again. And we sure do appreciate the support of this community, and we're going to work hard to put that product on the court that you can be really proud of this year.
Absolutely. Well, Coach Pingeton, the Mizzou women's basketball coach, and we will be right back after this.